Safety procedures on the New Mexico set of the movie Rust were under scrutiny as colleagues, friends, and family paid tribute to the cinematographer shot dead by the actor Alec Baldwin in what appeared to be an accidental misfire. The vigil for Halyna Hutchins, the 42-year-old director of photography that was killed after Alec Baldwin was handed a loaded revolver by the Western's production crew. This took place in Albuquerque and was attended by industry professionals. According to the LA Times, investigators from the Santa Fe Sheriff's Department are focusing on concerns that were raised by crew members, including claims of a super unsafe condition on the set, and particularly the actions of the movie assistant director, Dave Halls.
We lost an incredibly talented person that mattered in this industry, and she was doing her job when she got killed. And unfortunately, we lost a life. A child lost his mom. A husband lost his wife. Parents lost their daughter. We lost a family member. What brings me out here is the fact that we need to make an enlightenment of safety on set, and that we matter, all lives matter, and people need to do their jobs to their caliber. And what happened out here was that they brought in people that had no experience to do a job that needed extreme amount of experience and safety experience. I don't have a problem with guns on set. They just need to come from the correct hands, and they should only be handled safely through our armor, through our ADs, through our director, and make sure that they are safe.
Well, let's bring in our ICE correspondent, ROTIMI Michael KADE, as he joins us now from the U.S. for more on this. Now, ROTIMI, talk to us. Tell us the latest on the investigation into this unfortunate shooting of Miss Hutchins on the set of Alec Baldwin's latest movie. What more are you hearing right now?
Well, Aaron, from the affidavit that was submitted yesterday, Sunday, by some of the crew members, their testimony actually revealed that there was some sort of unprofessionalism that ensued before the shooting actually took place. And the coroner investigating that actually said that Alec Baldwin may not have been responsible directly because he was handed over the gun by one of the crew members. But there are other unconfirmed reports that that same gun has been used for practice earlier before that incident occurred, before the gun was actually handed over to Alec Baldwin. So we're hearing so many sides of his story, but all we know is that the gun was actually pronounced as safe before it was handed over, but apparently it had some bullets in there, and Alec Baldwin, being somebody who has been very cautious, as we understand, way before that time, about guns and people around him, accidentally shot Miss Hutchins, and it was such a disaster. But don't forget that even before then, there's been a lot of crisis with the crew members. Some actually walked out because of lack of pay and housing. And the set is actually, the film is actually a low-budget movie, and they've been trying to see how they can manage their way out of it. And unfortunately, that actually built up to, the eventual death of one of the crew members.
It's a truly unfortunate situation there. But let's move it on to Washington and talk about Joe Biden's economic agenda. Now, the Democrats, are they any closer to getting this deal agreed with?
Well, according to the Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, during one of the interview on CNN yesterday, she said that they're just one step closer to getting a deal done, and they have to do that this week. There've been a lot of, closed-door meetings behind the scenes negotiations. The president actually had a meeting with one of the senators yesterday. Senator Manchin right in his Delaware home. Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema have been like the thorn in the flesh of Democrats over getting some of this deal passed. And I think the president is making efforts to talk to each and every actor that will be very crucial to getting the infrastructure bill passed. And today he's going to be in Newark here in New Jersey, to also publicly campaign for his bipartisan infrastructure bill and also the Build Back Better plan agenda. And at the same time, going to be campaigning for the governor of the state, who happens to be a Democrat, just a week to the elections on November 2nd.
All right. Talk to us about Joe Biden insisting that America would defend Taiwan if China attacks. Isn't he stirring the pond by saying that?
Well, I think the United States have always been in parallel with China, and Taiwan happens to be, the debate in between. And of course, Taiwan obviously also want to have their sort of independence from China, or the overbearing attacks from China. And I think the United States have decided to stand with Taiwan rather than stand with China. And I think that will be the policy of the White House, irrespective of who is there, whether Democrats or Republicans. And that has, over the time, infuriated China, as the tension between the U.S. and China grew into an uncharted territory. Moving forward, I think the president was right that they would, in some way, defend Taiwan in the face of China's aggression.
Well, thank you very much for helping us make sense of all those situations going on in the U.S. ROTIMI, KADE.